No.
Listen.
Listen.
Wait.
I hate you for that.
Let me fix it.
So before we started recording,
Mm-hmm.
I've talked about this on the pod before. My where my office is and my bedroom, my window faces a car wash at the car wash. And I mean, I've complained about it while we're recording, but the music was so fucking loud. It was
What were they
blaring.
playing? I mean, at least they were going with the classics.
Okay, it was reggaeton. It was Selena. But like, it was just. I was like, we were about to record. I was like, am I about to be that lady?
I don't
Am I
hear
about to be that bitch?
I never hear.
Well, you know why?
Why?
Because I went down 4 floors. And I went over there. I was like, Lord, you could get punched in the face. But I was like, excuse me. I'm working upstairs.
Wow.
I'm working upstairs. And he was like, oh no, I'm sorry.
That
turn it
is,
down.
first of all, that is supreme Francesca energy. Because I will stroll right over there and say, you need to quiet it down.
I live here. I actually live here and I pay too much rent. So
1000%. I am totally okay with that. You know what I will tell you about? So I had my little party on Saturday. Child, I was up till people were at my apartment till almost 3:00 in the morning.
Oh, damn.
I know it was a lot, but I was so proud of Flex. I'm just such a proud mom because I get nervous when like everybody starts like loving on him and like touching him too much. I'm like, okay, enough. Please don't put it.
Please back up.
I'm like, okay, enough. Let's go Flex. Flex was in heaven. And I left my apartment open because, there's no bathroom upstairs. So I just tell people, if you need to go to the bathroom, go to my apartment. So many people would like come back to the party and they're like, so Flex and I had a little photo shoot in your apartment. I'm like, really? People were coming down here and Flex was in my bed. People were like cuddling with him.
Are you serious?
And like pet. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Was he not like barking at the door?
No,
because the door was open.
Yeah, the door was open, but he was just like laid up in my bed chilling, and people were like, where's Flex? He's a celebrity. Everyone was like, where's Flex? And so then when everybody came down, there was like, I don't know, 10 12 people here, and they were on the couch and Flex was just laid up, just like in a harem of people, and people were like making out with him, and I was like, oh my god, please do not bite anybody. And he was fine,
girl. Really,
he was great. He did one little like that, but like it was a slow one. And I told people, you don't know
enter your own risk. Okay. Beware the dog.
He might do it, but he was in heaven. He was so good.
He's getting older, I guess. Like he's calming. He's not as sprightly.
He's chill. Sprightly? Yeah, he has his moments. I mean, he just like he's a dog. He sleeps like he has a fucking job.
You always say that. I'm like, is the dog? I can hear him breathing. You're like, he's a dog.
I just mean the fact that like sometimes I come in here and he's sleeping as if he's been working. And I really thought that was like specific to Flex. No, that's just what dogs do. They just sleep all fucking day.
This is so random, but I did this reading and they mentioned this king called Wenceslas, and I just didn't know who it was. I know, right? This Bavarian king.
A terrible name, Wenceslas.
Wenceslas. Let me not.
Who's the sloss? What's the sloss? When's the sloss?
I was just about to go in and I said, let me not, and you went right in. Bitch, she said, I see that door crack. Boom.
Hell yeah.
But I just like Wikipedia him, and they said his first wife died.
Okay.
Because she was mangled by his bloodhound or something. No. I said, could you imagine being a whole person was mangled by a dog?
No, that's terrible. What a way to go.
What a way to go. What would be a terrible way to go? Anyway.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, you don't want to go. Like, yeah, a long nap. That's the way to go.
Please, God. Well, we've talked about this before. Have you ever been under anesthesia?
Yeah, like when I got my wisdom teeth out, and
you went under for that.
Yeah, they put you under. I mean, I definitely was not awake when I was getting my wisdom teeth out. I also had hernia surgery.
Did you really?
Famously, my belly button was a smile. Now it's a frown. They went in there and they turned that motherfucker upside down.
Wait, oh God, knock on wood. I've had a couple friends that have had a hernia. That's like when something goes into a different hole.
I don't
It hurts.
remember. I mean, I definitely had a surgery as a kid, and I had a little. I remember it was like a clear bandage on my stomach, and it was on there for a few weeks, and when it came off, the shape of my belly button changed. That's what I
Wow,
remember.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's under anesthesia, like the best sleep of my life. I've had 3 colonoscopies.
I
I'm due
remember
for another one.
I picked you up
Oh,
for a
you
few of them.
did. You know what? And you picked me up, and I remember not remembering that car ride. Do
Oh
you remember me
yeah,
telling you that?
and you wanted to take the car by yourself, and I was like, "Sir, I'm not putting you in this car alone. I'm getting in the car with you and
Thank
making sure you
God.
get to your door." You were like, "No, girl, I'm good.
That's fine.
I'm good."
Oh, because you just had to sign me out, and I was like, "No, that's right. That's right. That's right." God, I have to get another one. I don't know who's gonna pick me up from that. Is there a service that does that? That like
Ooh, maybe
will
that's your
come pick?
Uber. That's your startup.
Okay, we'll
Yeah,
pick you up
maybe.
from your medical. Just me and
Yeah, we call
the
it a
old
butt
lady in your
buddy.
apartment. A butt buddy. Girl, that's a gay party. That's a gay circuit party, girl, called Butt Buddy.
Oh
Oh my
my
God.
God. Oh
So
wait, you want
funny.
to hear something funny? I went to a party this week, and it was like a Writers Guild party. And they were doing these little icebreakers. And one of the icebreakers was, would you ever get married to somebody on a first date? And I was like, oh, absolutely not. And
I'm
I
not
said,
Pamela Anderson. Okay.
no, I was like, no, I'm never getting married again. And the girl next to me, like absolute fucking smoke show. She leans in, she goes, what if the first date was with me? And I was like, okay. I was like, whoa,
Are you proposing?
hello. I was like, what is going on? Like it was, and she was shorter than me. So she did that thing where she was
Oh,
she did like a body roll up to me and like looked up into my eyes. I was like, oh my God. Like that has never happened to me before. I was like stumbling all over my words and shit. It was wild.
She was like, "Get your titties off my stomach, okay?"
No, put them there. I was like, yes. So that was I was very intrigued. And then I was like, so what's the deal? Then why did she start talking about her boyfriend? I was like,
A
okay,
girl,
well,
back up. Not gay
all right,
baiting.
well. I don't know. She did slide into my DMs, so
She might
maybe
be. She might
they
be
might be
on
open.
the.
They might be open.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
right.
trying to find out. I'm trying to find out.
On that bi tit. Ready?
Oh yeah. Oh no. I mean, she definitely is in the alphabet mafia.
My friend was like, she definitely put her hand on my pants. So yeah,
She didn't, but she knew exactly what she was doing with that body roll move. I'm too tall to do that move. I don't think that would work for me.
You were just doing it on camera.
Yeah, but you have to body roll up to the person and like look them, you know.
Please don't do that to anybody. Girl, you
Wow.
look like something's wrong with you.
I look like I'm having a seizure.
Really,
Fully.
you look like you're cracking your back and your neck hurts or some shit. Oh my God.
It was very sexy when she did it, but
No doubt. I mean, that's the
yeah.
kind of game we've talked about. Game a little bit. I really don't have
Yeah.
none.
Have you been practicing? Have you figured out what your line is?
Well, I'm charming. I'm like disarming. So I mean,
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I haven't really been, because I've kind of been on a few dates, and so
mhm.
I'm kind of dating one person right now, and
Oh, that's a new event.
yeah, I mean, it's fairly new. We've only done like 4 dates, but I think
Okay.
4 dates is like enough to say that you're dating a person. Here's what's
Uh-huh.
funny: we had a date over the weekend, and we went to the same place we had our first date at. Right? It was very
Mhm.
like innocuous date. Let's have a drink and like get to know each other. And he was like, "Well, I don't really feel like the first time you meet somebody is the first date." And I was like,
Hmm.
"Oh, when do you feel like the first date is?" He's like, "I don't know, like our second date." And I was like, "So you mean like over dinner?" And he's like,
Mm.
"Yeah, I guess." And I was like, "So I think of our first date, the first time we meet is the date, no matter what the
Yeah.
context is. We've
It's a
decided to
date.
meet." Yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, "No, I just feel like it's like getting to know each other." I was like, "That's a date. What is
Yeah.
you are a neuroscientist. What is wrong with you?"
So he's using that big ass brain of his and overthinking.
Well, yeah,
Just
yes,
go with the
absolutely.
flow, sir.
Go
Here's the real
go with the body
question.
roll.
Oh, are you texting between dates?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Look at this
We text
growth.
every day.
Oh, good for
He
you.
yeah, you know, he texts. It's led by him, but I do respond. But
Some
it's
things
actually it
never
actually
change.
no, it's actually really nice to engage though. You know the thing about texting is I just don't feel like I feel like texting is I think I've said this to you before. It feels like when it's you it's different, but it feels like performative. It feels like I have to create
Mm.
language to
No.
respond to, you know what I mean?
No,
Um
Delon, pretend like you're texting me. Just be funny and charming and make jokes and do little callbacks and send voice notes, all of that
well,
stuff.
here's a question for you. Do you text on your computer a lot?
I text on my computer a lot, but I text on my phone too.
Girl, because texting on the phone sometimes I'm like, oh, I have to text a monologue. This is just too much.
Yeah, I mean, I
I,
will say sometimes I use voice to text. It's not super
it's not the
accurate.
best.
You do it and then fix it.
That's when a lot of
But
my errors are.
yeah, so I do a lot of voice notes back and forth. Like I don't know, but I also am chronically online. So typing on the phone is not my preferred method, but I can do it no problem.
Yeah, you'll bang it out.
I'll bang it out and then hopefully bang
Bang
her.
that girl.
Yeah.
Body roll.
Okay, I think that's good.